Time now for weather with Nebraska Extension Ag Climatologist and Market Journal Chief Meteorologist Al Dutcher. And Al, I know you're gearing up for the 4th of July. Give us an idea of what we can expect in the forecast.
Well, Troy, it's been a very hot week, and it looks like that's going to continue into the foreseeable future. We have seen the dew points rise up rather dramatically, and that's going to make some very miserable conditions both for humans and cattle. We expect cattle indices based on the Cattle Comfort Index developed by Dr. Terry Mater to approach the 115 to 125 range as we get late into next week. So more importantly, let's get to the forecast and see how miserable it's really going to get. As you can see from the upper air pattern, we have a high pressure ridge developing over the center of the country with a trough in the Pacific Northwest, bringing very warm conditions in from the southern plains into our region. We do have surface lows that are developing in portions of the western Dakotas and deep southern Texas. Might be just enough instability in the air to create a few scattered thunderstorms, particularly across the panhandle. We shouldn't see much eastward movement of that by we get into post 4th. We're looking at that trough making a little bit of inroads in the Pacific Northwest. We still see the surface lows developing in Texas and in North Dakota. Once again, might just be enough lift to generate a few scattered thunderstorms in the panhandle in western Kansas. Nothing is expected to really make much move to eastern Nebraska. By Monday, that trough digs a little bit deeper. That's really going to push up the warm air into our region, and we'll start to see temperatures approaching the mid-90s in the southwest. There is a thunderstorm complex that looks like it might develop across Kansas, a little bit further northward, and it might even move into southern Nebraska. But more importantly, that ridge stays firmly in place over the southern plains as we go into Tuesday. A piece of energy ejects out of that trough, and that low pressure develops over western South Dakota. That is expected to move to the east-northeast, so most of the moisture will remain to the north. There was a few scattered showers and thunderstorms in the panhandle. On Wednesday, we really don't see much change in that ridge. Looks like most of the energy is going to move from the southwest to the northeast, primarily affecting the Dakotas. Surface lows in Texas Panhandle may bring enough lift up into the Panhandle for just a few isolated thunderstorms, but this is really the start of our exceptionally warm temperatures. And by Thursday, we start to see the ridge building toward the north. Looks like everybody in the state's going to be in the mid-90s to or above with potentially 100-degree plus weather in the southwest. Low pressure develops in northwestern Kansas, maybe just enough heating to get some thunderstorm developing, but most of the main energy stays to our north. And then you can see on Friday that ridge really starts to expand. That ridge is going to be responsible for 105 plus temperatures in the southwest, and some of that may make it into southern Nebraska, particularly southwest and southeast. We may be dealing with some thunderstorm complexes moving across the state. If that does indeed occur, that's going to increase the humidity levels, and combined with those temperatures, we're going to see some dramatic heat indexes late next week. Further out, we look even farther in the future for next Thursday, the following Tuesday. The ridge reestablishes itself late in next weekend, brings that heat right back into the region. And in terms of precipitation, of course, with that ridge building in, we're going to basically shut off the precipitation from Nebraska southward. The vast majority will remain to our north. So Troy, overall, the hot trend is going to continue, getting even hotter at the end of next week. Chances of scattered thunderstorm activity in western Nebraska. Everybody have fun on the 4th of July. Stay safe, and remember, dry conditions mean fireworks can cause a lot of fires.